Why did I? There's my own phone. Hey, hey.
Hi, Darlene. Hi, Denise. Hi, Wayne.
Hey, you guys. Got a little behind a accident traffic and everything here, and I was like, goodness, I don't know how to get around all this. Let me just get on Google Maps and type in Freedom Corner. Bam! There it is. And I don't use Google Maps. I use Apple Maps.
We don't have a mic.
Yeah. Oh.
One for all, we smoke.
Chippy. Hey, Darlene. Hey, Nightbot. Hey, Beverly. What? No, what happened? Yeah.
Well, where does we refer that tax bill to the kid?
把这个竖着找吧，把这个照进去。
Where does refer that tax bill to kids?
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Dwight, come lead us in prayer. Did you know that Freedom Corner's on the map? On Google Maps? Okay, so if you go to Google Maps, so if you go to Google Maps, you type in Freedom Corner, it gives you directions to here.
Right. 1999 East Street,
That's
Southeast. That's right.
we've been put on the map.
But if we get a tax bill, kid pays. We're gonna party like it's 1999.
Father, we just come before you this evening once more to lift up our eyes to you, lift up our hearts, open our hearts, that you may come in and guide us forward as we come to the end of 2024. It has been a year full of turmoil, full of struggles between the force of the darkness and the force of light. And we see that the force of light has overcome the force of darkness. And we give thanks to you for that. And we know that the world will continue. Father, we especially pray this evening for peace around the world. We pray that the leaders of the superpowers, the leaders of nations with the nuclear weapons will restrain from the temptation to use the weapon that could wipe out humankind. We pray that you will restrain their hearts and their minds. We pray that the administration, the Biden administration, will step back from the reckless to recognize of their actions and to refrain from further antagonizing one another. Father, we pray that this nation will once again, as we enter 2025, be the leader of the free world, to set this nation on the path of righteousness and freedom and justice and overall peace. Father, we once again pray for our J6s, especially those behind us. We don't know what's God we have not got down communication with them. Regarding the visitation tomorrow, we pray that the visitation will continue. We pray that they are being protected, they are being saved, and they are being treated justly and fairly. We pray for their peace. And pray that we will see them help happy physically well. Thank you. We pray for the corner once again. We pray that we are now on the map and that more people will see and be able to become and join us in this cause for peace, cause for freedom, and for justice. So we pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Freedom Corner! Hey, hey, hey. All right, so this is, it is really quite a celebration. Come on down, kids. Y'all can get right to it. Hey, it's all right. Hey, y'all. Sorry about that. Okay, so I don't know, Sharon, y'all want to come up and talk about how y'all popped it up this morning or anything like that? I think it's cute for people that haven't heard it. And then I have some other stuff.
Well, Trooper really does is owed this honor to tell you how he found that we now here at Freedom Corner have an official address.
Well, this morning, Sherry's dog, Honeybun, jumped up and gave me a kiss on the nose.
Raise higher.
And, well, anyways, I saw us, she said, well, I'll get up because your tail was beating on me. So I got up. I was looking for Google Maps so I could put it on social media to get people to come here. So I popped up the cemetery and then I zoomed in and I go, man, is that saying Freedom Corner? So I took a snap picture of it and I got out of that maps and went to another maps and put in the cemetery. Sure enough, it was there. So I sent Mama Mickey a X comment and I told her that, Mama Mickey, you have put Freedom Corner on the DC map.
Amen.
So then Sherry was still sleeping, so I kind of was trying to figure out what I was going to do and everything. And then she woke up and I said, Sherry, have you seen this? And I showed her to it, and then she automatically gave me a high five. So then we got in touch with, of course, with Kim. You know, she is the one that coined the phrase #Freedom Corner. And she posted it on X, and she's had hundreds of replies back to it. A lot of people are talking about it, and so this is one way we can get maybe more people come out on this corner.
That's right.
And enjoy what we do here. It's a miracle that we are here. And see these guys when they call in every night. No, it just makes my heart joyous.
We love you, Trooper. Thank you.
So that's how it came about. And as you can see, this is our address, but please do not send any mail.
We have not gotten a mailbox yet.
It's 1999 E Street, Southeast, Washington, D.C.
Can we take a full picture? Come on. Lily would like us all to take a group picture before, because it's a very flimsy made sign.
Yeah, and it's windy.
And it's not going to hold up to the weather much longer. So come on, you guys.
Okay, I do want to say, if anybody's coming in for January 6th or the inauguration, please just go to Google Maps, type in Freedom Corner. It will bring you right here, so no worries.
And we tried it tonight, so we know.
Yes.
I know it works. Yeah, I did it too.
I hope you're getting your screenshots.
That's right.
All the haters have me at every button.
All right.
One more.
One more.
Okay.
Yeah, well, everyone. And congratulations to all of y'all that always make sure, y'all tune in and y'all become such a part of our family. So like I said, really, if any of y'all plan on coming in for the inauguration, if you've never been to Freedom Corner, it might be a really beautiful time to experience it as, Donald Trump comes in as number 47, and it's a great time to celebrate. So I encourage y'all, if y'all so choose, and if you do, you got Google Maps to show you the way. In other amazing news today is that there is an article out there by Just News we talked about that one yesterday. The Just News article came out yesterday, but Loudermilk today sent a letter to Captain Manger demanding all of the protocol of how and why someone gets promoted in the United States Capitol Police. Can you have this many infractions against you and be promoted to captain, even beyond the murder of Ashley Babbitt? He should have never had a weapon that day, and they want to know why so many funds were spent. Loudermilk is going hard, and this is such great news. So there is a lot to celebrate today, because by December 4th, the Capitol Police Department has to have that information to Representative Loudermilk's office, and it will be made public to us. And I am praying that we get good answers and that they answer, because we demand those answers. Ashley, the reason there is a Freedom Corner is because Mickey came here in the name of her daughter, Ashley Babbitt. Let's pop that champagne.
Hey, Mama Mickey. Freedom Corner is here because of your love. God bless you. God bless Ashley all the way.
And to all of you followers, we couldn't do this without you.
It's going to be a tough one this time.
I'm a pro, but I like it.
Freedom Corner!
I'm still fighting that. Who wants to do it? I can't.
Shake.
Oh, but I can't find it.
This does not want to come on. That's why I don't take shit anymore. Let's go.
Hey.
Hey Nicole, how are you?
I am actually we're really amazing out here. There's been some good news, on the just the investigation in what loudermilk's doing, and Freedom Corner is on the map in DC.
I heard that we are on the map. That's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
I don't even know how that works, but that's awesome.
Well, I asked my husband, not that he knows everything, but that's my go-to, and he said, well, eventually after there's been enough searches on the internet through Google that they would want to know, what this location is, and then they would do it that way. So it's been searched, is what I got.
On the map.
On the map, dude, on the map. Can
Got an
you know?
address.
That's great.
Yeah, it has its own address, and and that it is crazy. And then Loudermilk today sent a letter to Captain Major demanding that they give over information about Michael Burke.
Very interesting. So, so what an interesting day. Okay, so we have Matt Gaetz resigning, at least withdrawing his name. And, funny as it all might be, it was almost like a loyalty test. Matt Gaetz was reelected for the 119th Congress, so he's going to have no problem going right back to Congress. Or maybe he doesn't even have to. Maybe he could just replace Rubio and be a senator. Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
But he's good either way. He just didn't want to cause, they weaponized everything against us. They even weaponized confirmation hearings against Matt Gaetz and a few others. So, he bowed out. Very much respect to Matt Gaetz for doing what he did. He wanted to take the attention off of Donald Trump's administration, and I understand. But it almost felt like a chess move, a loyalty test to see what senators who and what's what. And, because not all the senators really knew about it, They just reacted recently. Got a chance to see some of it on the news, what news we have. So we know who's who and who's not going to vote for who and who's not going to do this and that. They can get Merrick Garland in, but, our guys, they need somebody special. I love Matt Gaetz. I think he's going to do great things in Congress, and he's going to do great things eventually in the future, maybe even senator.
Well, and what do you think about Pam Bondi?
Who's this?
She is the new nominee for AG.
A ferocious woman.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
I like that. See, Donald Trump only surrounds himself with the top, most dominant, ferocious women there is in business. He's always been like that. They always said he's this and that and all this and that. No, he knows exactly who to pick.
Well, his first wife, I have to say, his first wife, Ivana, was an extremely smart woman. She had an amazing business head about her, and she helped him even after their scandalous divorce.
of course. Just looking at children, you see how they're raised. The mothers played a large part in raising their children. So this lady, was it announced recently, or is she being picked as a in the group of people you might pick?
No, I believe that I heard that Pam Bondi was the new nominee.
I'm looking forward to hearing more about her. What's her history?
Oh, Jonathan, I'm pretty sure, but I was getting ready to come to the vigil and all of that, and so that all came out, but I feel like that's true.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see.
Maybe wishful thinking. I don't know.
Yeah,
I like Ken Paxton too, though.
I do like Ken Paxton. There's a lot of anxiety what's going on right now. The one great thing is that we won the election, so everyone can disrespect.
Well,
don't worry about it.
I think people's anxieties really, even my own, because, God has resentencing, and I don't even know what that looks like, and then I'm not even sure what it looks like. The president, however the president decides to handle it, we still don't know what that looks like. So, of course, there's all of these anxieties.
Yes,
but
we understand what you're feeling.
Exactly. And that's okay. That's normal. It's been a rough 4 years. Nothing has worked very easily, and it's really hard to put our minds in that set. I have a lot of faith, but there is a bit of that anxiety. But what I do also have a lot of happiness and faith in is that Loudermilk is still going hard, and he still wants answers, and he's not letting up and waiting on the president to get in. He wants all this stuff out so they can start investigating all that when he gets in.
Very interesting. I have a scheduled hearing tomorrow. Sentencing scheduling. The government's asking for December 16th. It's a few weeks away, so we don't know how it's going to go. But I just know my judge is very anti. She just does not like Trump. I don't understand. I mean, she doesn't like any of it. The select committee, January 6th committee, put a narrative out in the beginning, and it made all these judges really they have a narrative in their head, and they're sticking to it. That's all they know, But if they'd only, wake up and see the truth of what it is, they started a riot to certify a fraudulent election. I would love to say that all day long, but this lady just wants to cut my head off.
Absolutely, Jonathan, and that is what they want, because they want to use the select committee. And you know what the select committee is? They're worried about Trump having retribution. It's not called retribution, J6 select committee. It's called accountability. You cannot collude with witnesses. You cannot destroy evidence. Those are not things. You cannot have people lying under oath. That is not. So they should be worried.
You can't withhold evidence. You can't pick certain angles of video and footage to make it look like it is false or make it look like something really bad when it's not. I'm being told I have some of the way they really have a little bited. If you want to talk about violent charges, you got to really look see, because it's the biggest joke I've ever seen. I mean, just I don't even get it. Now, I understand some people may have gotten out of hand, but they weaponized assault charges. I don't know when that truth is going to come out, but they weaponized it. Anybody that touched anything got an assault charge. And, those are the guys that have most anxiety right now. I'm hearing it now, and I do have an announcement. Mr. Christopher Moyer has been tip-checked today. So he's going to be heading out tomorrow. He's a very quiet guy, but he wanted me to tell you guys that, he loves you guys and he appreciates all your support. He's just a man that's to himself, and that's fine. So
it is.
People give him his prayers.
Tell him that thanks for letting us know, and this will be over soon, and everybody out here sends their prayers to him and best wishes.
Best wishes.
Yeah, not wishes.
He is one of those guys, and I'll say it, that has anxiety, because you got a lot of content creators out in the world right now that are saying a lot of things, and Donald Trump is to himself, and people are trying to get in his ear and trying to motivate him to do anything they want. So I just, a lot of people are saying a lot of stuff, and we still got to He said, how many times does he have to promise us that he's going to take care of us? I mean, he's going to take care of all of us, not just those that did bad things or stepped on the lawn and got a 12. You know what I'm talking about. Every man in here knows exactly what the anxiety feels like right now when people are saying this and saying that. But we have faith. We have faith in a man that told us he's going to take care of us. We got to, you know what I mean?
Yes, I absolutely do, because he is a man of his word. That's why, we don't know what action President Trump will take on behalf of the Jan 6ers, but I do know it will be something.
It's bigger than just one, part. It's bigger than that because it goes so deep. That's what Louder Milk was pointing out, is that the cover-up is bigger than the crime. The DOD has hidden evidence based off the National Guard that was a half-mile away from the Capitol. It's that those National Guards that were ready, they're blaming it on them. And the National Guard, with their honor and respect still intact, said, hold on a second, you're not going to just spit on us. We were there ready, and you guys told us to stand down. So now they want answers of why the DOD is hiding and covering up all these things and blaming it on the National Guard, when in fact if the National Guard got the correct message, they would have been there, and they should have been there before. Donald Trump made sure of that. And if they were there before, it would have never happened. Am I correct?
That's right. And Captain Sun also, he made several requests for the National Guard days leading up to January 6th, and he was denied those. And
I was there on January 5th. I remember going down to BLM Boulevard. If they want to use this against me, they can. I was there to fight BLM. I was there to confront Antifa, to make sure they didn't knock women and children out and old elderly in the back of the head while they're walking down the street. You remember when they did that in December, prior to January 6th, when they attacked elderly men, women, and children? I wanted to go down there, just like William Wallace said he was going to pick a fight. That's the reason I went there. And let me tell you something about the 5th. On January 5th, that city was locked down. I'm telling you, there was more security and police officers in that city than there ever was on January 6th. That place went from being locked down completely to just open to any kind of attack. Hence the pipe bombs and all the other things they tried to plan. So it's just, it's starting to come together. The truth is coming out.
oh, you mean the lies they told about the cell phone data being corrupted on the pipe bombers? The lie that J6 committee told? Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, we could go on and on.
Yeah, it's a part of the narrative where they started calling them terrorists. This terrorist word has to get out. I'm so sick of hearing that. The judges are still saying it. The prosecutors are still saying it. Everybody in the government is still saying it. They may have just gotten a breath of fresh air since Matt Gaetz' withdrawal, but like I said, it was a test. It's got them freaked out. They have no idea what's coming. You know what I mean? But I truly believe that the narrative they place us as terrorists is just dishonorable. It's an absolute injustice. I couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? I still do not believe it. I think we need an apology from somebody. We were there to address our grievances about the 2020 election. That's it. Nobody was there to start violence. There's no point to have violence until they started it. And if you want to call men standing up to women getting beat by police officers violence, then so be it. Okay? I'm sick and tired of hearing things about these wonderful men that I know, personally met, have gone through 4 years of talking to men that have protected people that day. Remember, they beat women. They beat elderly that day. The cops beat the hell out of women in front of us. What are you supposed to do? Let them do it? That doesn't fly where I come from. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I get what you're dropping.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's so many different cases. The young lady that was in the tunnel that got her head bashed in
Victoria
by baton
White.
after baton,
Yeah, by Officer Bagshaw, Victoria White.
Bagshaw, oh yeah. Yeah, Bagshaw was one of my witnesses that was supposed to be on the stand, and then they pulled him right at last minute. I wonder why. Maybe because we were going to bring that up.
Maybe because he's a woman beater, and he's pretty quick with a trigger around here in D.C. So
I heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard he's got a couple bodies on him.
Yes.
So, they just, the cover-up's bigger than the crime here. I mean, and they're just trying to completely destroy us in the court system right now. A few people are winning, with a few cases, but they're still going. They're still going.
I know, the cases are still happening. Mark Brew's going to be resentenced
You have
tomorrow.
1 minute remaining.
And yeah, so it's going to be interesting. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know good is coming.
Well, hey, I got a few minutes. I just want this last second to say I love you, Donald Trump. You're our warrior. You're the one that won. It's a big deal. It's going to affect the next 100 years. You are something else. I appreciate everybody listening to us.
Yeah.
Rebecca, if you're out there, Dwight, Lily, we love you.
Love you.
Everybody, we appreciate this.
Yes.
We got you guys, and God bless you, and just free. That is good is coming.
Yes.
Pray for Mauer. For Moyer, I'm sorry.
As I say Mauer, but it's Moyer. All right, God bless you,
Yeah,
and tell him
very
that.
German.
Yeah, we'll be
Good night,
looking to
guys.
see where he lands.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Bye now.
59 more days. Is that what it is? 60. That's it, find the face.
Don't let 'em take no more of our freedoms from us every day. They wanna come into our homes and take our guns and fade away. Oh, they're insane. Oh, they keep pushing their lies on us every way. If you come.
We have a very special call-in caller.
Hey, Freedom Corner. I hear you guys are so legit. Who would have thought when campaigning Freedom Corner would actually make it into the books, into the Google Maps, which is pretty freaking official. So, pretty impressive. And thank you everybody for holding down the fort while I'm here. Thank you, True Blue, for our ham. I heard about it. It's amazing. Thank you, AJ and Susie, for all your continued support. And Mr. Barry Loudermilk for calling out Michael Byrd for the dirty cop that he is. And for Joe Hanneman and his article. And for everybody that continues to push forward. And for Miss Bundy, who I guess is going to be our Attorney General since Matt Gaetz didn't cut the mustard. And just exciting things happening. I wish I could be there to be a part of it, but there's so much going on here in California. My son's leg is healing up nicely. They're putting had him put honey in his wounds, which is really kind of weird, but it's working for him. And, good things are happening all over the place. So I just wanted to call in and say thank everybody for hanging in there. God bless you, and stay strong. Keep your heads up and keep pushing forward. I love you guys.
We love you,
Honey,
Mickey.
I miss you. This and that one miss you too.
Yay.
What?
This and that one miss you too.
Oh, I miss them too. I was thinking about them this morning with little no nuggle time. Yeah. Tell Oliver I said hi too, because he's the bestest.
Okay. We miss you, and we can't wait to see you. Thanks for
Yay.
calling.
Thanks, guys. All right, see
Freedom
you
Corner
soon.
on
Bye.
the map.
Bye. Okay.
That's an old Indian ring.
And Manuka, I wonder if it's
Hi, Carol. Hi, Pamela.
Oh, maybe because in the sparkling process, there is some alcohol.
For my family, then there's gonna be hell to pay. These colors don't lie, and neither do I. We come from a long way. your soul. They don't have problems if they come to my home till they get my message. I'ma say it slow. Scrolling through the news, anxiety, it starts to hit me. Bible by my pistol by my whiskey. Politicking just to trick me. If you want it, come and get me. But if you slide in through that door, it's a sin. Strikes with the blood still dripping to the grave, all waving in the flag, still with it. They want my liberty, they won't strip it. They want my land, they won't get it. My grandfather's blue collars dirty and gray, 'cause he keeps rolling in. It's great for what they did to this place.
Take all these memories together. Now we are officially on our band. Thanks to Megan
The weak-hearted fail. The dark is my kingdom, the silence my throne. Show me my battle cry, fierce and alone. Show me I dare the shadows to come. My voice the storm where the timid succumb. Try me and see if I give a damn. I'm the beast in the night, the lion, the ram. Try me, I'll stalk to the depths of hell. A soul on fire in the underworld swell. The night, my armor, the stars, my feet. Try me, I'm the one you can't defeat. Try me and feel the wrath of my pain. And curse all the winds, a relentless chain. My spirit unbroken, my will unchained. Try me in the darkness, I'm untamed. Try me, I challenge the shadows held. My voice a beacon in the all-consuming room. Try me, see if I ever retreat. I'm the pulse in the dark, the heart steady beat. Spit against the dying light, a rebel's anthem in the fall of night. The sorrow, my muse, the anger, my song. Try me, for here is where I belong. Try me, I hail to the haunting past. A mountain man's oath to the very last. The pain, my ally, the struggle, my art. Try me with every beat of my heart. Try me, and though I'll never be swayed, in the depths of despair, my hope's never frayed. Try me, here I am, the undying flame. In the darkest of nights, I'll rise to claim. Try me as I walk through the valley of shame, where the echoes of the fallen softly fade. The fury, my anthem, the scars, my proof. Try me, I am the unyielding truth. Try me, I challenge the shadows held alone. My voice a beacon in the all-consuming room. Try me, see if I ever retreat. I'm the pulse in the dark, the heart steady beat. As I conquer the fear, the mountain mirrors are crystal clear. Try me, for each note I play is a fight. In the deepest of darks, I am the light. So try me and watch as I conquer the fear. The mountain man's resolve crystal clear. Try me, for each note I play is a fight. In the deepest of darks, I am the light.
that on some kind of account. People can, I don't know how to put it,
Hillbilly from the deep south, diamond rings and a bloodhound. I've been broke, but I'm good now. Up around some
streams on it, or things that deal with the justice community.
Everything considered.
It's all
Yes. Beautiful. Yes. Very good.
I stand before the oppressor who wants to keep me in chains. I say my God is a God of freedom. Don't underestimate his strength. I hear that voice of the tyrant, seeing my back's to a wall. He drew his soul thinking it was over. Guess he don't know my God at all.
Hello.
hello.
Hey, hey.
Hey, is this Sherry or Nicole?
It's Nicole.
Hello, Nicole. This is me, John Panuelos.
Hola.
You don't have to say my last name. I know it's pretty hard to pronounce, so.
I say it.
But,
I'm from Texas.
You're from Texas. I'm from the United States. I'm representing all types of cities.
Yeah, no, I'm straight up from Texas. I can say Buenos.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's good. How's it going out there? Is it raining? How's the weather?
It's a little sprinkly. It's a little chilly, but it's not bad. You know, we're just celebrating getting put on the map, and Freedom Corner is official. And you know, so that's pretty exciting. Celebrating, you know, Representative Loudermilk really taking it to the Capitol Police and a demand type letter, and you know, we're just waiting for all of this to come out. So it's something to celebrate.
That's good. That's good.
It is. It's.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you come out on a corner beside a cemetery outside of a jail, and you don't really anticipate that you don't know what it's going to do. You don't know what impact any of it's going to have when you first started. You're just hoping that it keeps working, and you keep praying for it. And, you know, and Mickey was she's such a warrior in the name of her daughter, Ashley Babbitt. And, you know, she was absolutely determined when she came to D.C. that she was going to give a voice to her daughter and what she believed her daughter's people.
Yeah. Ashley Babbitt, that's my nephews, they listen to the program. I have a lot of nephews and a lot of kids out there, and they listen to the program every night. And they're like, Ashley Babbitt. So they have that memory. I wanted to kind of read a poem by Robert Kipling, 1895. I don't know if you know this poem called Robert Kipling If. Have you ever heard of it?
I've heard of Robert Kipling.
Yes. Okay, so I just want to read a poem real quick by him, if that's okay.
Please, thank you.
If you can keep your head up when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you,
If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you and make advances further doubting you. If you can wait and not be tired of waiting or being lied about, or deal on lies, don't deal on lies, or don't deal on hate, and don't give away to hate. And yet, don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet triumph and disaster and treat these two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken with twists by knives to make a trap for fools, and watch things to give your life to broken and stoop and weak and filled up with worn out tools. That's one of my favorite poems that one of my sisters, Patriot sisters or J6 sisters, sent me, and it's really, I love that poem, and it's kind of gave me it's a beautiful poem by Robert Kipling. Yeah, it's called If.
Okay, well, I thank you for sharing that, John, and I'm glad someone said that to you to be able to read as an affirmation, if you will.
Yes, affirmation, yes. And it's been an interesting thing I heard about. They got rid of Matt Gaetz as Attorney General, and they got this new lady. I don't like the new lady. We should try to keep that guy.
Well, you know, John, out of everyone, I knew you would have an opinion about the lady. But Pam Bondi is a fierce woman.
She's real pretty. She's real pretty and everything. I like her. You know, she's a real pretty woman. But I think Matt Gaetz would have been awesome to have as a J6er.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens. That's all I know, but that's all I know. That's what's going on out there.
Yeah, that absolutely happened. Let's see. You know, the tensions with, the war in Ukraine, something that we haven't talked about out here, but I mean, the tensions are very high. The North Koreans are very much involved with it, and anyone, like a friend of mine told me, anyone can just go fight for Ukraine. So I mean, it's
I have family members that are Russian, so they're they love Russia and they support Russia. I got I got a brother-in-law that's Russian, and I got nephews that are Russian, and they're good. They're good quality. I heard Russia is supporting like dating. They pay for your first date, and they're promoting more like intimacy with the wife to more kids. I know some of the Russian policies that they have, and that they don't stand for none of that mutilation of children, and they're mostly their country. They have love for their country. There are a lot of things that maybe that's why President Trump likes Putin so much. Because he's one of the guys. He's a tough guy. He's a tough. He does jiu-jitsu, he runs, I'm saying, a lot of good stuff that President Putin has, but yeah, I'm for to stop the war in Ukraine. That's what I'm for.
Yeah, I think that would be amazing. I think that would, unfortunately, they passed in the Senate, I believe, where they erased $465 billion in Ukrainian debt.
Yeah, I hear rumors that that's just a way to launder their money from Blackwater or BlackRock or whatever.
Well, there's definitely something up with that. How can the United States even afford to cancel that much in debt when our deficit is so great? So now, it's going to be your children and your grandchildren that will be eating that debt from the Ukraine.
Yes, I think JFK Jr. talks about that kind of stuff a little bit more. If anybody wants to listen at JFK Jr. on YouTube, look him up where he talks about Ukraine and stuff. And he has a lot of great input on the stuff that's going on over there and the money that's being laundered by Blackwater or BlackRock, I think it is.
Well, I mean, I'm not, you know, privy to what happens, but I know if something doesn't smell right in Denmark with it.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, I don't know what it is, but I know that anyone that cancels that much debt, that no matter at what increments we could even get it paid back, it would be beneficial to our people. So, you know, it is unfortunate. We really need our Republican representatives and those in Congress to make sure they stonewall everything they can going, you know, nothing left to the Biden regime. No more judicial picks. Don't put any more money towards Ukraine. I mean, we can say it. They're actually doing all the stuff because our Republicans won't get up there and vote.
Yeah, I think we just gotta reprogram and teach our children to kind of get this conservative, to have love for their country, and I think it starts with the 10 Commandments. It all starts with the fathers and the children and with the women and just that guy, the Mega. I got a letter from Mega Mouse or Mouse with the mouse or something.
Yeah, Mega Mouse.
And yes, and they're really enforcing and teaching our children about Jesus and about the 10 Commandments, and from there we can get them to love this country and to be more patriotic and kind of more warrior-like mentality, you know, back to the United States, because that's what made us a great country, is that we had warriors from all over the world to come unite here. And so we know all the strategies, we know all the games, and together, I think that's what they want us to do, is to fight against each other, and we really need to work together and to become one nation under God, and just continue, because there's a lot of enemies that we're facing outside that the cartel and the fentanyl epidemic, the meth, and they're trying to keep us brainwashed with drugs and video games, and when we're meant to be warriors and to fight and to have that mentality of a warrior and a gardener at the same time. I forgot who wrote that, but somebody wrote that. I forgot what book it was in.
I think it's a beautiful sentiment. I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very nice, and I think, you know, there's a lot of anxiety because people don't really know exactly how all this process is going to work out, but all of it is going to work out in a good way. I have a lot of faith with that, and you know, so I'm very optimistic. Cautiously, I will say, because you know, the last 4 years have been so difficult and very hard for you know, so many Americans, not only Jan Sixers, but you know, a large part of our American community. So I'm praying for a brighter future for our nation. So I hope that happens.
Yes, I know a lot of J6ers and a lot of people out there. Some of them committed suicide, and so there's a lot of doubt. But I think the stuff has already passed. So now there's another guy that what I'm worried about is that guy from there's still people being persecuted, like the guy from Tennessee that verbally said that he was going to attack an FBI agent, and they convicted him guilty. If we could get some people to look into that case, the guy from Tennessee that he was charged for threatening or planning to kill an FBI agent, and the guy from New York, the lawyer from New York, the mayor from New York that's being persecuted, even the guy from InfoWars, that just for speaking something, he had to pay billions of dollars for the freedom of speech, just for saying anything. And so there's still injustice being done, and they're still trying to do things, but we just gotta let the people aware and you know, be known that there's people still being persecuted. And the J6s, well, I heard that a lot of them are happy. A lot of them should be happy, and a lot of them should be in their best behavior, because everything is gonna be written down. You know, everything what they're doing here, and it's being written down. The guards have notebooks, where they write and keep track both actions, how we act in the morning, what we do, the way we conduct ourselves. So, you know, a lot of J6 should be on their best behavior, because 300 years from now, their story is going to be told. Ashley Babbitt's story is going to be told, and I hope they remember her as a hero. I know my kids and my nephews. I don't know. Their parents are telling them the story, but she's gonna be known as a hero in my family, because it's already starting with them telling them, showing them the programs and about Ashley Babbitt and Mega Mouse, and trying to show them how, you know, kind of how to be a U.S. citizen, how do we love God and country, and how we protect ourselves when it comes to FBI agents. And hopefully they have the guts to actually go against some of these governments when they get older.
Right, and you know, I feel like the DOJ will be getting a much-needed overhaul with the new administration.
You have 1 minute remaining.
And it's been a long time coming, not just the prosecution and persecution of Jan 6ers, but the prosecution and persecution of American citizens, and the way that they absolutely force people to take pleas in order just to clean their books is absolutely against our Federalist Papers, our Constitution, and all of the above. So, you know, that it needs to happen. Thank you so much, John, for calling in.
Okay, I got a couple of seconds. I want to thank all of you for giving me this time to speak. I want to thank my brother-in-law that's taking care of my kids right now while I'm in here, and my mother and my sister, and all of you guys listening. Thank you for taking care of these great men and their children and the mothers out there that are supporting us. And just, I love you guys, and thank you for everything you guys are doing out there for us, and for your unconditional love and support for us. Thank you.
God bless you, John.
Yep.
We'll talk later.
Yep. Thank you for...
Just say the birthday.
Yes, I saw the one.
I stand before the oppressor who wants to keep me in chains. I'll say my God is a God of freedom. Don't underestimate his strength. I hear that voice of the tyrant, seeing my back's to a wall. He drew a sword thinking it was over. Guess he don't know my God at all. Freedom, freedom.
What kind of wet food is it, Deb? Because Oliver's giving me hell over his.
I wanna dance like David, I wanna faith like Paul, I wanna sing like Silas, tearing down the prison walls. I wanna face that fire, it won't burn me though. God's got my back. Let's do it. Hey, we're gonna sing this together. Hey, hey. Tearing down the prison walls. I wanna face that fire, it won't burn me though. God's got my back, shack me, shack up and then go. Wanna walk on Moses, right through the waves. One day I'll see that promised land on the slaves. And then the fear is talking, no I can't take out my faith. Here we go, I'm gonna pray. Just like Jericho, yeah, I know what I'll make it for. I'm gonna pray, I'm gonna pray. I praise the mountain, moving body, raise it, break your chain. Gonna pray, I'm gonna pray. I praise the heaven, see it, undefeated, highest of name. That's who I praise. I praise the God who's proven He can do it. That's who I praise. Oh, that's who I praise. That's who I praise. He is the Lion of Judah. He is the Lamb that was slain. The only one who's worthy of His name. That's who I praise. He is the risen Messiah. Jesus, that kind of grace. I wanna live like I got no more precious time to waste. I'm gonna give Him glory with all my things. 'Cause there's no greater, stronger, higher name. That's who I praise.
Nicole said she did it too. Actually, it brings you right here to this corner right here. you park, you still get 50 feet.
Oh no, you done it now. Gone against the king, gone against the crown. Said, oh no, you done it now. Time to feel the fire. Rumors spreading around. How could you think he would stay down? Said rumors spreading around. Nothing but a liar. Get out of here. Get out of believe. Ain't no devil gonna tread on me. He's choking on the blood. We ran down the tree. Ain't no devil gonna tread on me. Oh no, you done it now. Gone against the king, gone against the crown. Said, oh no, you done it now. Time to feel the fire. Rumors spreading around. How could you think that he would stay down? Said rumors spreading around. He's nothing but a liar. Get out of here. Get out of believe. Ain't no devil gonna tread on me. He's choking on the blood. He ran down the street. Ain't no devil gonna tread on me.
I've been in bed.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Don't tread on me. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Don't tread on me. Said no weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Oh, Deb, I get it. Sorry, yeah. I'm telling you, I love this one and that one so much. They are such cuddle bugs, and I don't know, I make some lazy animals, I guess. All right, we're getting a call.
And recording. Thank you for using Global Telling.
Freedom Corner, good evening. How we doing up there?
Man, we're doing so good. How are y'all?
Doing good. Recovering from basketball today. Yeah, I only got one rep in me a week to go down and play with these young guys, and I feel it for the next 3 years. So I'm feeling it. I love to play basketball, so I got to go do it at least once a week.
Hi, Uncle Bob.
Hey, everybody's saying hi, Uncle Bob, and
Let's go.
so everyone loves hearing from you out here. And we have a nice group out here. We're taking all these little bitty wins and trying to start having good days and looking forward to even more. So let's see, Freedom Corner is on the map, if you haven't heard. And
I heard.
yeah, it's pretty neato.
Yeah.
It's pretty neato. All you have to do when you're here for Jan 6 or the inauguration is type in Freedom Corner on Google Maps, and it will bring you right here.
Or if you just want to visit during the weekend.
Oh wow, that is That's awesome.
That's pretty cool, right? I mean, all the haters are like, well, that's no big deal. Well, yeah, it is. Yes, it is. And let's see. And then, Representative 𝓥𝓲𝓰 sent a letter to Captain Manger demanding information on Lieutenant, or now Captain Michael Byrd, and wanting to know the Capitol Police's how they promote people, and how is it that somebody with such a bad record as an officer could be promoted to the station of captain, not including the murder of Ashley Babbitt.
Wow, that was insane. That when I heard that he had gotten promoted. Wow.
It's amazing. That is to be, celebrated, because they need, by, December 4th, they need to have that information over. They need to comply, because the investigation is not going to go away.
That's big. Yeah, that's huge.
It's huge.
So the Pentagon was trying to squash this and was trying to hide evidence and was trying to blame the National Guard on Trump, was trying to blame that whole situation on him, but really it was the Pentagon's fault, right?
Well, absolutely. They subverted the will of the president, actually. In many eyes, it should have been treason. But all the way at the higher ups at the DOD, they said that Trump had a written demand, or a written order to deploy the National Guard, and that was subverted at the highest parts of the DOD.
Well, it was Nancy Pelosi and the mayor of D.C. They denied it, right? I mean, I remember that video.
Actually, it was out of, I think Pelosi probably colluded with the DOD heads. But at the Capitol, at the hearing where the National Guard whistleblowers came out and spoke, there was a written, President Trump, I can't think of the word, President Trump had a written order of deploying the National Guard, and it was the higher-ups of the DOD that subverted that to where the control did not go back to where it was supposed to. The control went to another person that they didn't like the optics. So they kept throwing it back to Nancy Pelosi, and the answers always were they didn't like the optics of the National Guard being there. And they were delayed for over 3 hours before they ever got the call to go. Over 3 hours they were waiting.
I remember hearing something about that.
Yeah.
That's right. And Captain Sund at the time with the Capitol Police Department, days leading up to January 6th, because of the intel everybody was getting, he had requested a minimum of 3 times for the National Guard to be on the ready and, at their disposal. He also called for it on the day of. There was a delay of 3 hours from the first call to when the National Guard were finally there. So, that's not good. Oh, well, absolutely. And then you have the J6 Select Committee that came out and just wanted to make a Donald Trump blame game. And really, there was a lot of really good information that was never used in their report about the security failures that happened at the Capitol that day, the days leading up to it, and the day of January 6th. And it's very unfortunate, because that's not what the Select Committee wanted to put out there. What the Select Committee wanted to put out was just, let's blame Donald Trump and try to convict him on false crimes against the country.
Wow. That is absolute utter betrayal.
That's absolutely right. The Jan 6 Select Committee has been coming out with statements saying that they're afraid out of retribution, Donald Trump is going to come after them and arrest them. it's not out of retribution. It's called accountability. You cannot collude with witnesses. You cannot have witness tampering. You cannot delete, discovery and all of these things that they've already been known to do. So it's not about retribution. It's about accountability.
Right. And justice is not a one. Thank you for using 𝓥𝓲𝓰𝓲𝓵.
These were guys, I'm telling you, I think they must hit a button. All right, we're going to do our roll call in about 5 minutes anyway.
The haters are talking about food.
Oh, don't you know it? Those poor babies. Are they so sad? Oh, they are? Yeah, so many people care about who they are.
Daddy put my hands in the
我唱几句。哦。
Okay, I believe it is day 1415 since January 6th and day 843 out here on the corner of continual nightly vigils. Lives lost on January 6th, Ashley Babbitt, Roseanne Boylan, Kevin Greason, Benjamin Phillips, and on the following day, Officer Brian Signick. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Those detained: Christopher Alberts, Terry Allen, David Ariondo, Joshua Atwood, 𝓥𝓲𝓰 𝓓𝓒, Nathan Baer, Daniel Ball, Thomas Ballard, Logan Barnhart, Richard Barnett, Damon Beckley, Matthew Bedingfield, John Bonuelos, Joe Biggs, Aiden Villiard, Craig Dinger, Brian Bishop, Jason Blythe, Kenneth Bonowitz, 𝓥𝓲𝓰 𝓓𝓒, Dominic Box, Leo Gazelle, Matthew Brackley, Michael Bradley, Joseph Brody, Glenn Brooks, Jeffrey Brown, Jeremy Brown, Mark Brew, Benjamin Burlew, Jamie Batu, Daniel Caldwell, Sarah Carpenter, Ralph Celentano, Jacob Clark, Gail Clayton, Stephen Capuccio, Thomas Castleman, Raymond Chambers, Reed Christensen, Raymond Cholo, Stephen Cook, Jonathan Copeland, Mason Corson, Joshua Dale, Matthew De Silva, David Dempsey, Lucas Denny, Robert Dennis, Timothy DeJargens, Caleb Dillard, William Dunphy, Tyler Dykes, Rockney Earls, Israel Easterday, James Elliott, Daniel Egbeck, Tyler Etheridge, Jason Ferris, Joseph Fisher, Kyle Fitzsimons, Gilbert Bonsacoba, Michael Foy, Kevin Galato, Mitchell Gardner, Robert Giagetti, David Geetson, Vincent Gillespie, Vitaly Goshchenkowski, Jonathan Grace, Daniel Gray, Matthew Green, Joseph Hackett, Alex Harkrider, Richard Harris, Donald Hazard, Albuquerque Head, Brian Helian, Luke Hoffman, Matthew Hongford, Joseph Powell, Joseph Hutchinson, Dale Huddle, Brian Jackson, Shane Jenkins, Alan Jennings, Justin Jersey, Daniel Johnson, Jack Johnson, Joshua Johnson, Zachary Johnson, Taylor Jonatakis, Riley Casper, Quinn Keene, Edward Kelly, Leo Kelly, Julian Cater, Derek Kinnison, Federico Klein, Joshua Knowles, Paul Kovacic, Peter Krill, Matthew Kroll, Kyle Humer, Daniel Layden, Jai Liu, Michael Lockwood, Kevin Loftus, Joshua Lawler, Kevin Lyons, Clifford Mackerel, Michael Mackerel, Avery McCracken, Marcus Malley, Christian Manley, Jeanette Mangia, Richard Markey, Philippe Martinez, Marcus Martin, Anthony Mastodano, Matthew Mudelich, Christopher Moore, Mark Mazza, Ronald Maccabee, Patrick McCoy, James McGrew, Sean McHugh, Jeffrey McKellop, happy birthday, Devin McNulty, Kelly Meggs, Ron Melee, Stephen Miles, Rodney Millstreet, Scott Miller, Robert Menuda, Theodore Middendorf, Brian Mock, Robert Morse, Jonathan Mudafo, Eric Munchell, Clayton Mullins, Derek Nelson, Linwood Nestor, Ryan Nichols, Gregory Nix, Anthony Knopf, Ethan Nordine, Spencer Offman, Michael Oliveras, Grady Owens, Jose Padilla, Robert Palmer, Nathan Pelham, Michael Perkins, Tina Peters, Dominic Zola, Daniel Phipps, Jonathan Pollock, Olivia Pollock, Mark Ponder, Rachel Powell, Joshua Pruitt, Gregory Purdy, Colby Perkle, Willard Perkle Jr., Chris Quaglin, Barry Ramey, Stephen Randolph, Guy Repid, Zach Reel, Robert Ryerson, Elliot Resnick, Stuart Rhodes, Ed Richmond, Thomas Robertson, Edward Rodriguez, Daniel Rodriguez, Christopher Rowe, Rally Runner, Jeffrey Sable, happy birthday. Ryan Samsel, Ronald Sandlin, Salvador Sandoval, Anthony Sargent, Pat William Sarsfield, John Schubert, Peter Schwartz, Del Shapley, Benjamin Schuler, Daniel Scott, Christian Secor, Thomas Civic, Jeffrey Sills, Benjamin Silva, Mikhail Sly, Brian Smith, Tommy Smith, Audrey Southard, Michael Sparks, Hatchet Speed, Jacqueline Starr, Yvonne St. Cyr, Alan St. On, Shelley Stallings, Tristan Stevens, Isaac Sturgeon, Ryan Swoop, Andrew Taki, Enrique Tario, Jason Tasker, Curtis Tate, Jacob Derez, Kenneth Thomas, John Todd, Robert Turner, Edward Vallejo, Tom Vornis, Freedom Vi, Eric Scott Warner, Jessica Watkins, Jerry Waynick, Mark Waynick, Matthew Webler, Thomas Webster, Tucker Weston, Jack Witten, Dan Wilson, Duke Wilson, Ryan Wilson, Shane Woods, John Wright, Douglas Wyatt, Ryan Yates, Gregory Yetman, Kyle Young, Jacob Circle, Ryan Zink. Those we've lost to suicide: Christopher Georgia, Matthew Perna, Mark Unks, George Meacham, and David Hummel. Rest in peace. All right, Ashley means so much to us, and so much of what has happened out here is in her name. So let's say it. Ashley Babbitt! Ashley Babbitt! Ashley Babbitt! Ashley Babbitt!
Ashley Babbitt! I'm screaming USA, free the real Jan Sixers. She's a patriot who was let down by the system. I'm screaming for the fallen so nobody will forget them.
Air Force veteran, wrapped in a Trump flag. It's Trump 24. You know we about to run it back.
Nothing will stop us. We about to get it right. They can try and try, but the storm is here from dark to light.
Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt.
She served in Iraq and she died for her country from a senseless attack. Yeah, we waiting for justice cause Ashley was innocent. Mainstream won't cover it, they all just too ignorant. If a white girl shot a black man, they would say that's different. But the story didn't fit the agenda they pitching. Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt. We feeling your energy. Say her name, Ashley Babbitt. The song's for your memory. Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt. 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 Say her name, 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 Ashley Babbitt.
Thank you for using Global Towing.
Oh, why hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. It sounds great.
Yay. How are y'all?
Oh, we're doing magnificent. That is a nice word that I wanted to use, and so I just did.
Well, you said it so
There you
nice.
go.
It sounded magnificent.
Wow, that's awesome. Expanding the vocabulary, always learning and trying to become better is a thing that the studs do here in the jail. Purdy, one of the guys in here, he is very much expanding his vocabulary in law. The law lingo. Very impressive. His writings and his the things he's putting out there, the motions are very well written. It sounds like he's been to law school, and he's doing good. Very good
Well,
work.
when he gets out, maybe he should go.
Wow, yeah.
I
Well,
heard
maybe
they
he
were
should,
looking
because
at
I feel
new
like-
people for the DOJ.
Yes, there you go. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Yeah, but I like it. It's a lot of the men in here stepping up and becoming their own lawyers and really doing a great job, because the bad thing is a lot of the lawyers are taught to do it one way only. And, when they go to law school, they are taught to become almost a part of the system and just listen to how the system works. And and when you're pro se, it really throws a wrench in their plans and how they are used to acting. So, anyways, we got 1 minute. This is all. We have 1 minute. Oh, 1 minute. Here we go. Oh yeah, gonna be good. It's gonna be one of them.
I got it.
I got it.
ahead, Dan. Dan Bundy, I think I like her. I like her.
Well, Copeland stole what I was going to say. God bless America. God bless you guys. And I'm sorry we got cut off on the vigil. This jail is just terrible sometimes. But thank you for your support as always.
I want to thank Lily and Dwight and Miss Joy and all you guys out there supporting us. We love you, and all the radio listeners, we love you, and thank you for listening to the radio station, and stay tuned.
Yeah.
WJN Freedom Corner.
And what do you call it? Enjoy our grower. Thanks for the letter. Card. Oh man. Oh yeah. Dude, walk in the room now. I think it's better. That way you guys can probably hear us a lot better. Yeah.
It sounds
Do it
good.
himself. Uh-oh. Did we lose you?
No, I'm here.
Oh, no, there you go.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, speaking of wonderful supporters, I didn't not realize how bad it was raining outside until we got off the phone. And I looked out the window, and it was just a monsoon of rain. And I'm like, wow, they're out there in the middle of a hurricane. And I'm like, I felt so bad. I'm like, man, y'all should have just said, goodbye right after the national anthem, and y'all could have been wrapping it up. But I want to say that is an extreme, wonderful support, that y'all are out there no matter what, and listening to what we have to say, even though it's really not much of what we say, but y'all are out there anyways, every single day, no matter sunshine, rain, snow, and it's incredible what y'all do for us. And so thank y'all so much. I know it can be monotonous in how we say thank you, but it truly is a wonderful thing to, that we have supporters out there like y'all that just are there for us every day.
We think it's incredible what y'all are doing for us and the time that you're serving and the dignity that you're doing it in. So it is absolutely our honor and privilege to be out here, quite honestly. And it has given a lot of people a lot of courage through what y'all are going through. And it makes them feel like they can do stuff. And so you may not think what you're saying is important, but there's a lot of people who have gathered a lot of strength from what y'all are having to do inside.
Oh, man. Well, thank you. But we have the verse of the day here, talking about someone that went through some stuff, is 2 Corinthians chapter 12. But it's, Paul's just talking about the hardships he's gone through for the glory of God. But, he's seeking the Lord after this. He's talking about the thorn in his flesh. And he says here in verse 8, he says, "For this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that this thing might depart from me. And he said unto me, My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. And most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest on me. Therefore, I take pleasure in my infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in the persecution, in distress, for Christ's sake. For I am weak. For when I am weak, then I am strong." There you go.
Good. That's some good word right there.
And I think about this, how he's talking about he's had this thorn in his flesh, and he sought the Lord to take it from him. This hardship that he deals with. And I'm not sure exactly what he's talking about in his life, but I feel like we can all point those things out, these hardships that we really just want God to take away. Please take these things from us, that we don't have to go through it or deal with these things. But in these things, God says, my grace is sufficient for thee. And through your weakness, I am made strong. And we truly see that in here, where you're completely almost powerless. We can't necessarily do anything or help anybody, I guess, in our own situation where we're locked in ourselves. But in our weakness, God has truly made great, and he shows himself so much clearer.
when we have to rely on Him and rely on the faith that He's given us. And, you know, in that, it's so amazing in our own lives how we, you know, go through certain things. And when everything is good, you don't necessarily need the grace of God or that peace, because everything's perfectly fine. But in those hardships, in those troubling times, is truly where God shows Himself strong and shows Himself to you that He is truly sufficient, that He is all that you need in this world. And you know, when you learn to trust in Him and have faith in Him, and not be swayed back and forth to all that these naysayers say and all these people that want to have an opinion say, you know, and when you truly just trust in the Lord and know that He has your best interest at heart, it's much easier to go through this life. Truly to surrender to His will. It's you know, it's easier to have faith and easier to just be at rest. So there you go. That is the verse of the day.
I love it. Thank you.
What do you think, Mr.?
Yeah, I mean, that's, if I didn't have that, you know, kind of understanding, it would make being in there so much harder, but, you know, you can fit His rest and His perfect will, and it just makes life easier, you know? And, I don't know, like you said, what the thorn in the flesh is, but we can apply it to any situation in our lives that we find difficulty. It can be a physical one, a spiritual one, anything. And sometimes those things are just there that we can learn a lesson. Sometimes it's just so that God can help mold us into the men or women that we need to be. And so it's good stuff all around. And now we have our quote of the day, and it's from Theodore Roosevelt. And it says, I dropped my bookmark. That's unfortunate. If an American is to amount to anything, he must rely upon himself and not upon the state. He must take pride in his own work instead of sitting idle to envy the luck of others. He must face life with a resolute courage, win victory if he can, and accept defeat if he must, without seeking to place in his fellow man a responsibility which is not theirs. There you go.
I love me some Theodore Roosevelt.
Yeah, it's crazy. I call him the good Roosevelt.
That's so true. It's so true, though.
FDR, for some reason, didn't fall from the same line of thinking. And, you know, I like this quote, you know, we don't rely on what others can do for us. You know, we're not going to burden the American people with have to pay for the things we need because we're not willing to go get them. He's saying, go have courage. You know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but you got to be out there trying. And, you know, a lot of people, they just, they get down in the dumps, they want to quit. But, you know, hey, we're Americans. We're resolute. We stand strong. You know, we fight, you know. And so I like that, you know. And, you know, from what I know is that he was a pretty manly man, too, so killing bears and all that other things.
That's right.
Yeah.
He was amazing. I thought that, you know, I mean, he was all for, you know, not a large government, and he was quite a fighter, and I love that you never, ever, ever, ever give up attitude. So
That's right.
I think you're right. I think he was a good Roosevelt. That's why he's on the mountain.
Yeah, which is crazy. Growing up in school, you know, they always for some reason, they just always talked about Franklin, you know. And, you know, I sit back and I finally learned stuff about him when I graduated. And I'm like, what? He banned gold and silver from, you know, production? And I'm like, he busted up big business and tried to destroy people's wealth. Just, you know, I mean, just being whatever you want. People talk about the monopolies. You know, I don't know if it's in the spirit of what America was founded on to bust them up, though. If a man fought hard his whole life and he didn't use the government to get there, you know, and he did fair.
You have 1 minute remaining.
He deserves to own what he has.
Right.
So, I don't know. He's the birth of the progressive movement, and that's where a lot of our downfall comes from. So, and so I've always been a fan of old Teddy.
Yeah, old Ted, man, something else.
God bless you guys.
Yay. Love you.
Alrighty. Hey, thank y'all so much again for being out there. and keep the faith, hold fast. Don't be swayed by all the naysayers out there and the people that are in their basements thinking they have a say in the matter of what Trump does. So I believe he has a plan, and I believe the Lord's got something for America, and we need to hold fast and believe that we're going in the right direction. So there you go. I'll see y'all tomorrow, and thank y'all again for everything that y'all do for us.
All right. God bless y'all, and we got your six.
All righty, thank y'all. Thank you for you.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again, just my children and my wife. But thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plain to Texas, from the sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the
Thank you guys so much for actually making all this happen. And how many days till the inauguration?
60 more days.
60 more days. Let's get her done. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Y'all keep praying for us. We will pray for y'all. And remember, if you need directions to Freedom Corner, yeah, just go to Google Maps, type it in. It'll get you right here. So that's right. That's right. Thank y'all.
East Street, South East, Washington, D.C. Come to join us. Thank you, Patricia.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Got everything? Some of that,
Get it all done.
Yep.
yeah. And the coffee. Can we bring it down here? Let me put down my light.
All right, good night, good night, good night. I love you guys so much. I really appreciate everything that y'all do. Deb, you were amazing to us. I love you so much, and I can't wait to see you again. Please keep Debbie Burke all in your prayers. I didn't get to mention it out here, but I know y'all been talking about it. Let's continue to pray for her. Love you guys. Bye.